of dollars is beyond ridiculous. Guilt by association is not guilt at all. Being at the scene of a crime is not a crime. That's not the way justice works. But I could see how it could be inflated. So we'll talk about that subject. Are we live? Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! I fucked up, man. I was just doing a monologue, and I realized that we weren't live. Oh boy! So I'll start over. So welcome everybody to the program. I was singing to myself. I was having a good time, and I'll start over. So the big story today is possible. I'll start again. Very possible guilt by association. Right? What does that mean? Guilt by association. At the time, at this present moment, J.P. Morgan Chase and Google are being sued by the U.S. Virgin Islands for millions and millions of dollars. Now, the lawsuit says that somehow Jeffrey Epstein introduced the CEO to Google, and then the Google guy put all his money in Chase Bank. And for that, you should pay fucking the Virgin Islands millions of dollars because they were harmed by Jeffrey Epstein, who helped Google put money into Chase, and Chase prospered. So therefore, Chase is liable to them. It's a ridiculous combination, as I already said in my monologue to myself. J.P. Morgan Chase and Google, put your guns away. I'm not coming after you. I'm defending you. I think that guilt by association is ridiculous, right? There's no direct... Who knows why the CEO for Google put all his money in Chase and not in Wells Fargo or elsewhere or Bank of America? He just did it, and that's the way it goes. Now, and also, we're talking about Jeffrey Epstein, who died in jail, was either murdered or killed himself, and was never found guilty. So how do you sue somebody? How does the Virgin Islands turn around and sue Google and Chase, right, over the testimony or the actions of a dead guy who was never convicted of anything, really, in the Virgin Islands? He was convicted of something in Florida, but not in the Virgin Islands. Right? Ridiculous lawsuit. Can anybody say gold digging? The U.S. Virgin Islands is gold digging. They're suing J.P. Morgan Chase and Google for big, big money. And you got to call a foul there. You got to call a foul. Right? It's not, you're not guilty by association. You know? You can't, guilt by association is not guilt. Being at the scene of a crime, witnessing a crime, is not a crime in itself. So we'll look at that fascinating story. Sorry, I apologize for the delay. I forgot to hit the go live button. Anyway, it happens, man. It's a lot of buttons to hit when you do this early in the morning. There's like 25 different little gadgets you have to do to get the thing to go live. And sometimes I forget about them. But thank you, everybody, for joining me. Thank you for hanging in there with me. And Clayton Borghese, Sean Kane, what's up? Missy, Weevil Girl, Wrench in the house. Mikhail Sly, my brother, Zoot Suit, Cooter, Sean Can. Talking about metals healing. I pulled up the article. It's an interesting article. I was reading it while I was talking to myself. And whatever else we talk about. Oh, yeah, fake AI, right? There's people right now falling in love with fake women. AI is better than porn. AI produces the woman of your dream. Right? It's not even like you have to go search for the woman and then coerce her into pornography. You just create the AI. You create the woman. Right? It's visual imagery. It's not real. And then you can do all kinds of nasty things to it, right? all kinds of sexual fantasies and whatever because it's not real. Is is raping AI, right? If there was a rape scene and the woman was AI, is that rape? I don't know. Did rape occur, or was it a visual imagery that depicted rape? I don't know. I don't think rape occurred. But anyway, you get my point. So people right now online men are falling deeply in love with AI, even after they know it's fake. Like they know that the woman is not real, but there's still the imagery is so powerful. I must have this woman, this amazing woman. It's not real. People falling in love with it's like people falling in love with paintings, I guess. The equivalent back in the Renaissance, people look up at the Sistine Chapel and they see this glorious fat white woman with eating grapes, and they fall in love. It's not a real person. It's a fucking painting of somebody that isn't real, or maybe isn't real. But anyway, AI goes one step further. It is not real. It's fake love. So we'll talk about those subjects. This is Jeffrey Epstein. You remember him? He's still here. This is Sergey Brin from Google. And what about Jamie Dimon over there at J.P. Morgan Chase? Did Epstein introduce the Google guy that put all his money in the J.P. Morgan Chase bank back in 2003? Should either one of these guys be guilty of something because Epstein was involved? I don't think so. I think it's ridiculous. But we'll look at the details and you can decide, right? I know. It's Jeffrey Epstein. People want to hate on Jeffrey Epstein. But you don't want the fucking government, the U.S. Virgin Islands, gold digging, that straight out gold digging into J.P. Morgan Chase's pockets for millions of dollars, trying to prove that there's a connection to Epstein, who killed himself in jail and was never found guilty. So it's a bit of a stretch there, and we'll take a look. Anyway, I have a website. My name is Marcus Conti, and every morning I'm here, philosophical, educational live stream, been going on for a long time. People ask me, why do you do it? What do you just like to hear yourself talk? Not really. I don't really like to hear myself talk. Once in a while I listen to the replay, but I don't really listen to myself talk. I like how it feels when I think or don't think and talk. But there's a lot of reasons why I do this. I don't know. Just it's fun. That's the number one reason why I do this. It's fun. And every morning you could join us. These people here are having fun too. We're having fun with news as opposed to watching the news and getting an ulcer, right? Or having to take the television set, throw it out the window because Trump keeps popping up. Or Joe Biden, pick one. So we're just having fun. We're enjoying ourselves. We're enjoying ourselves and our world and our life together and our current affairs and all these things. Right? And also the markets. The Fed is scheduled to resume rate hikes about 2 p.m. today. And Google, fucking spectacular run yesterday. Google beat the expectation. We'll look at the market stuff. I think Microsoft went down a little bit, but Google was up like 10 points. From right now, it's up. Yeah, it's up 7. It's up 7. It was 122. It went to 130 on blowout earnings. Big tech is making earnings, but the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, is scheduled to do another rate hike today at 2 p.m. And hopefully that's the last one for a while, right? That the quantitative tightening cycle has ended and they'll stop jacking up the interest rate, right? And bring it back down to size, right? Bring it back down to Obama near zero, right? Or early Trump near zero. So this is my thumbnail today. Look at it. Make the connections. Connect the dots, man. Connect them. They're there. And let's start here. So shoplifting is a good occupation now. I heard. They very rarely come after you, even if you're fucking fat and you can't even walk. You could barely walk. You need a shopping cart to hold you up. Well, you can take that shopping cart, go into, well, I don't know, any other fucking store, and fill it up and roll out the door. No one's going to push back. You're a big fatty. Someone could just push you and you'd roll over onto the street, into the parking lot. But literally roll. But they're not going to do that anymore because they don't do that. Right? Shoplifting is legal in California.
Yeah,
watch.
look at these people stealing.
Look at this. Look at the size of these women.
Say hi to the camera.
Big fucking fatties. This woman can't even walk. Look at her. Waddling with, I'll steal that shit. So the imagery shows 3 women, fat women, loading up a car in broad daylight of stolen merchandise. Look at the fucking size of that lady. I steal, man. I steal. Oh, white women too. Or maybe they're halfway. Maybe they're Hispanics. What kind of humans are these? Are they the Hispanics or the blacks?
What's your name?
I think he got the plate. Let's watch. Boom. There's the plate. Where's the plate? Did you get the plate? There's the plate. California, 6LNW615.
What's your name, man? What's your name?
Oh, well, let's look at some of the junk in the garage.
What's your name, man?
So what do they got in there? They got all kinds of stuff. Sneakers, purses. They're just grabbing shit, man. That's not how people shop. That's stolen.
What's your name?
So, brazen stealing. And the fat one is driving. The super fat one. Look at the nice car. Look at the sports car they got. It looks like a Mustang. Looks like a nice, fast fucking car. They're spending some money on the car. I don't know, man. Police say, oh, yeah, we're investigating. Retail theft in America has skyrocketed to $94 billion a year, an alarming 90% increase since 2018. Good job, California. Good job, New York. Turn your back on it. Right? Make it legal. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's just stealing a little bit. I find this a little shocking, too. The United States will need to pay for a visa. U.S. citizens will need to pay for a visa to travel to Europe starting in 2024. How about that? What? You got to pay for a visa? Visas were fucking, it's not something that you pay for. It's something you could apply for. Usually you apply at the border. You say, hey, I'm a U.S. citizen. You put your passport on the table and they stamp it. But now they're running background checks. That's what they're doing. Right? They're running background checks. You might not be able to get into Europe. Did you get your vaccine? Have you been vaccinated? Oh, no. You're on the list of non-vaccinationists. That could happen too. Right? Have you ever been convicted of something? Like, smoking weed when you were 18? So, beginning in 2024, the European Union will require visitors to get pre-approval via the European Travel Information and Authorization System. Before securing tickets or lodging, you got to pay $8. All right, I understand the shakedown. $8, but applicants will need to provide travel documentation such as a passport. Okay, well that's normal, as well as personal information, education level, current occupation, anticipated trip details, and any criminal convictions. Why does somebody need to know that about you traveling? Why does anyone need to know how much education you have had or your occupation? Most people don't have an occupation. They have a job. Anticipated trip details, fun, and any criminal conviction. I'm worried about the personal information thing because that's where it becomes, have you ever gotten a vaccine? And you say no, and then they say, well, what are you, one of those conspiracy theorists? And you have to say, no. I take care of my own health. I don't need doctors to do that. And then they say, oh, that's right, you are a conspiracy theorist, right? And you can't come into our country. I don't like it. It reeks of shenanigans right here. So fuck you, Europe. I'm glad I have been there. I've been to all the cities of Europe, most of them, and probably won't go back. I'll just fly right over you, man. I'll go right to fucking India and Asia. Who needs you, Europe? Bye bye. So Sean Kane points out that metals. Sean Kane in the chat points out. I'm reading this with you. I didn't read it, all of it. Metals show self-healing properties at the nanoscale, scientists find out. So these guys were looking at platinum under a microscope, and they were stressing it out in the usual ways to understand it a little better. And they found that there were things that resemble healing properties in metals at room temperature, not at a hotter level or anything like that, which is interesting. What does healing mean? How do we define healing? Well, they were creating cracks, and then those cracks were going away. What was causing the cracks to go away? Well, probably temperature, probably gravity, probably something else. Some other force of nature was going on. But I guess when we say healing, we always resort back to ourselves. Can we heal ourselves? If metal can do it, certainly humans can do it, and I believe humans can do it. Humans can do it and have been doing it for centuries. Some humans, not all humans, not the fat pigs that ripped off all the handbags yesterday with their car with the license plate on it. But real people that meditate, people that understand how to be calm and serene, and you begin the healing process. You stop all that nonstop thinking, and you're centered, and healing occurs. You can feel it, you can see it. But anyway, I'm not going to dive too deep into this because I don't know anything about it. But scientists were very happy that platinum has the molecular properties of healing. You see that guy throwing up into a gold toilet? That's pretty interesting. I'll talk more about this another time because I don't know anything about it. But anyway, let's talk about this, which I think I know something about. I am an AI influencer. Followers crave my sexy snaps, but I don't exist. I don't exist. So, wow, look at that. She's got all the right parts. She's got blonde hair, blue eyes, pretty face, big breasts, right? Big bottom, skinny waist. She's the right color, right? She's the right hue. Yeah. But she's not real. Right? Look at her. Look at this, like Dream Girl, right? It's like Dreamboat, right? Oh, I'm in heaven. Oh, heaven, right? But she doesn't exist, dudes. I'm sorry. This is fucking crazy, right? So she's an AI influencer. There is such a thing. There's an AI influencer, meaning that I am AI and I influence you, but I'm not real. So here's the imagery. It's like softcore porn, you know? It's like, look at this hot woman. There's no woman alive that's sexier than what we can create, because we create the sexiest of sexy in your mind. There it is. She's sexy. She's hot, but she's not real. Oh, look at her. She's even elegant too. So you could chat with one of these for $1 a minute. There's dating apps up as well. I'm all about that self-improvement game, constantly pushing myself to level up as a fashion model and influencer. Sure, my journey might look different from others, but mark my words, I'm committed to being at the forefront of the fashion world and delivering valuable content to my awesome audience. Right? She doesn't exist. What are the dudes saying? what did the dude saying? Yeah, people, the work is hard. I had to reduce my clothes. No, that's not what they said. This influencer has never paid for a drink. Well, here, I'm a 19-year-old girl from Helsinki, Finland. I was made by AI. Right? She's telling you right away. Right? It's certifiably fake. Yet 7,790 followers can't help but drool over bikini photos of her in Greece. Wow, look at you. So stunning, beautiful, with a gorgeous smile, writes one Twitter user. Thanks for another great view of Santorini. You look marvelous, amazing, pretty, gorgeous. Enjoy your time. Breathtaking in the white bikini. Sad to see you leave. You have right? People are stroking the dream. Right? They're stroking it, right? One of them said, I forgot. There was something. You look amazing. You look amazing. Right? Fake women, right? Hulk Hogan, on the other hand, here's Hulk Hogan. You remember Hulk Hogan, 69 years old? That's Hulk Hogan. He's got himself a real girl. Look at this, a real woman, 45 years old. He's 69. And I would say that's a couple. That's fine with me. It doesn't bother me at all. Hulk Hogan in good shape for 70. 69 years old, 70, scores himself a 45-year-old wife. Hulk Hogan isn't sitting home daydreaming and dreaming about fake AI on the fucking internet. He's going after some real touchable, women. A yoga instructor, nonetheless, man. Right? Yeah, that's a match. Yoga instructor, fucking professional wrestler. So let's talk about the main story. It's 9:30. Let's break to the markets, and then we'll we'll die. Where's the feed, man? Where's the feed? Where's Yahoo? Yahoo! Where are you, man? So Federal Reserve is ready to jack up the interest rate any minute now. I'm trying to get a read on the market. I don't know what's going on here. Yahoo is jammed. They're jamming the stream. They don't want us to see it. I'm having a hard time right here. Wait, please. I don't know what's happening. Yahoo. I can't talk unless they see it. Okay, so we go to Yahoo Finance. Okay, NASDAQ. They got it. So here we go. So NASDAQ down 25. And the Dow Jones Industrial Average down 29, S&P 500 down 5. Slightly red. I'll call that slightly red. It looks like it's ticking up. Federal Reserve at 2 p.m. today is going to decide yay or nay to raise the federal interest rate by 25 basis points again for the 11th time. It looks like the consensus on Wall Street is that they're going to do it. And it seems to be kind of sort of baked into the equation. So yeah, the NASDAQ is, as I said, is down right now. Rivian, the great Rivian, up 50 cents right now. Google holding up 6. Google blowout earnings yesterday. Beat the expectation, up 6. Parent company up 7. AMC, fuck you, still only up 3 cents. Wow, Tilray running $2. I don't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh my God, I got out. It's up 20%. What a jackass I am. Look at Tilray go. Look at Tilray, the marijuana stock. Holy shit, Conti was right, but he couldn't hold it. He couldn't hold it any longer. I was right. There's the squeeze. There it is. From one, look at it, almost to the penny. Almost, now I'll take credit for it. Almost to the penny. 166 all the way up to 205. That's a big run right there. Tilray marijuana stock from Canada. I can't believe it, man. 21%, one bump. And the earnings are expected, I guess, today, later. That's a big move right there. Congratulations to the people that followed my lead when I was not brave enough to do it. Yeah, that would have been a big move. That would have been a valuable fucking. Oh man, I'm kicking myself. I can't believe Tilray went up. Tilray went up 36 cents, man. That was big. I had a big share. I had a big block of that shit too. God, nah, that one hurts. I'm hurting right now. I'm licking my wounds. So, meanwhile, NASDAQ is fucking down. NASDAQ is down. What's going on here, NASDAQ? Come on, man. Go up. Go up, go up, go up. Do the bounce. Do the bouncy thing. Everything's sticking today, so we're having a problem here. I wanted to talk about this. I told you that the Federal Reserve is going to jack up the interest rates. This thing is fucking dead. Yahoo is dead right now. There's too many people watching. Wow, Tilray, I can't believe it, man. What a bounce. What a bounce. Conti got it, man. Got it. I got it. I told you, too. I told you. Oh. So let's talk about Jeffrey Epstein. Try to forget about that. Try to forget about my personal miss. I was 100% right. Again. Jeffrey Epstein helped J.P. Morgan land Google co-founder Sergey Brin and his $4 billion in investments as client. Now, I'm going to call foul here. Just listen to the details. Jeffrey Epstein brought a slew of deep-pocketed clients to J.P. Morgan Chase, including Google co-founder Sergey Brin, who became one of the bank's biggest clients with investments worth $4 billion. Okay. Prove it that Jeffrey Epstein was the only reason that the Google guy made his way over to J.P. Morgan Chase. There's no way to determine that. J.P. Morgan Chase is one of the largest banks in the world. You want to be affiliated with one of the largest banks in the world, whether Jeffrey Epstein says so or not. So a bombshell legal filing in the Kangaroo, United States, Southern District of New York, reveals that Brin became a client of J.P. Morgan's San Francisco private bank in 2004, 1 year after Epstein introduced Brin to a J.P. Morgan executive. Bullshit. First of all, what is Jeffrey Epstein guilty of? Huh? Getting killed in prison? Huh? Right? Getting thrown under the bus in jail? He didn't do anything that is confirmed because he's dead, and he died in the hands of the federal government. Right? He died in the custody of the system. Right? Without ever being convicted of shit. Right? In the Virgin Islands. So that's the fact. So bombshell legal filing in the Kangaroo Court, United States Southern District of New York, Monday revealed that Brin became a client. I just read that. The overall Brin relationship is one of the largest in the private bank, $4 billion. No, this is guilt by association. Brin was a rich young man with billions of dollars. He was number 19 on the Forbes billionaire list, and Epstein was some jerk-off pedophile fucking sniffing around and somehow got in the presence of this guy, and that's all there is to it, right? That's socialites meeting other socialites. That's how it works. If Epstein introduced the CEO for Google to one of those guys at Chase, so what? Everybody is introducing everybody else to everyone at these functions. And that's just the way it is. Right? They're all there. All the rich and famous are there at these parties. And that's just the way it is. They mix. I'm blown away. I'm totally blown away by Tilray. I can't believe I had it right and I didn't profit from it. That's fucking killing me, man. This shit is killing me, man. It's coming down now, 194, but I'd be out already, man. If it popped at $2, done. Goodbye. That's trading, by the way. Onboard documents included in the docket showed that at the time, Brian's fortune was $30 billion. Poor guy being attacked. See how history changes? The U.S. Virgin Islands is fucking gold digging because it's Google and it's Chase Bank. That's what it is. Right? So Google spokesman didn't return immediate comments. According to the filing, the message was sent by former director of the bank. Needed to have a team for Google. Team. Since you know Jeffrey, which one would you pick? Right. So there was this discussion apparently between these two young men and where they were going to put their money. And the Jew, Jeffrey Epstein, says, hey, this guy's from J.P. Morgan Chase. They're the largest bank in the world. You should talk to him. Right? How many people do you think approached the CEO of Google, worth $4 billion at the time? How many banks do you think approached him to get some of that money? I would speculate all of them. Every single large bank in the world wanted a piece of that action. Right? So, fuck you, U.S. Virgin Islands. You can't turn around and say, because Epstein, once upon a time, introduced Google to Chase, therefore, you owe us $150 million. $190 million. So the sum includes $150 million in civil fees, civil fines, and at least $40 million in penalties for maintaining a 15-year relationship with Epstein. Bullshit. That's bullshit. That is unequivocal guilt by association. Even if Epstein did introduce the guy, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He just said, hey, that's a good bank over there. That's all it means. Right? So without Epstein, that deal would have never happened. That's unlikely. Google would have put his money somewhere else and made all his billions anyway, the Google guy. So I'll call bullshit on this one. I don't know if you guys agree with me. But Epstein definitely had his tentacles in every branch of everything. And it isn't surprising, really, that he was involved in the banking at this level. So anyway, so NASDAQ looks like it's coming back a little bit. The Dow just went green at up 11. NASDAQ still down 30. S&P 500 is down 6 at the moment. It looks like this marijuana meme stock Tilray is holding. Look at this thing go. Look at that line straight up. Man, I'm pissed. Holding at $2 a share. That's a big move. That's a big move from $1.68 to $2, right? Especially if you got 5,000 shares. That's fucking, you loaded right there. That's a $2,000 move, right? Anyway. So thank you all for joining me. So NASDAQ looks like it's coming back a little bit. The Dow just went green. It did, Conti. The Dow just went green. So thank you all for joining me. Happy Wednesday to you. It looks like a beautiful day, another one. Having very, very nice weather. It's so nice, I'm actually wearing long sleeves because it was a little chilly last night. It was a cool 60 here in northeast Pennsylvania. 60. Right now it's about 73. The sun is out. It is dry. Get outside and enjoy yourself, man. Take a breather. Take a walk. Stop worrying about missing your stock and torturing yourself over it. Be grateful for what you have, which is not much. That's how mind is. I missed it. I'm so pissed off. Fuck. I'm a loser. I suck. I'm a flawed human. That's how mind goes. Mind does that. It doesn't say everything is exactly as it's supposed to be, and tomorrow and or right now is a new moment. unlike any other moment in our history. All right? So thank you all for joining me. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for joining me. Give yourselves a hand. Everybody's here. Suit Cooter, Chris Milk, Weesty, Cass Philly Camden, Mikhail Sly, Wayne. What's up, Wayne? My brother. Weevil Girl on the wrench. That's all. Thank Weevil Girl. Wake now. My computer is sticky, says Wayne. I don't know why. It's not. Weesty, marijuana Marcus in the morning. I'm never high. Whenever you see me on this program, never, ever. I can't do that. It's not a combination that works for me. When you see me smoking, I'm usually smoking my backyard tobacco, which is really not very good. I got a sore throat right now from that shit. Put that shit away. I put it back in the closet, man. Marcus Conte reporting.